Welcome everyone, my name is Ella and I work at the University of Essex, and I'm here today to talk to you about how to choose your course. Can I just get a show of hands from those of you that already have a rough idea of what you want to study at university? Nice, a few of you. Okay, perfect. If you're not quite sure about that at the moment, that is absolutely fine. That is what today is all about, for you to ask universities about their courses, about their programmes, about their entry requirements, to get a good idea of the course that you might want to study at university in a few years' time. So we'll be looking at what factors should you consider when choosing your course. So choosing your course, you want to choose your course first when it comes to going to university, and this is because there are over 50,000 courses that you can choose from. So you might want to be thinking about whether you want to study something familiar or something completely new to you. You might be studying biology or maths, or it could even be history, and you really enjoy that and you think you might want to carry that on at university. However, you might be studying biology and think to yourself, actually, I really enjoy this, but I think I want to take it into a new direction and study something like marine biology or biomedical science instead. So you do have a few options there to think about whether it's something familiar or something completely new. You might also want to start thinking about your career plans as well. So do you know what you want to go into in the future yet? If not, that's absolutely fine as well. But if you know you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or a dentist, then you might be wanting to think about how that university degree can help you reach that career plan of yours. You want to be thinking about, will the course interest you for 3 or 4 years? So at university in the UK, most undergraduate programmes are 3 years. Some might be 4 years, some might even be 5 years or 6 years. It really does depend on the course that you're studying and the university that you choose as well. But ultimately, you want to make sure that it's your decision. You'll be the one doing the essays for it, the coursework, the exams, the reading. So the subject that you choose has to be something that you're really passionate about studying, you're motivated to do the work for, but also something you know that you will enjoy as well. So there are different types of courses in the UK. So when you speak to universities here today, you want to be asking them about their course, whether it's a BA, a BSc. So a BA is a Bachelor of Arts and a BSc is a Bachelor of Science. So you'd be wanting to think about what are the differences between these programmes. The BA is usually more focused around qualitative data, whereas the BSc might be more quantitative data, statistics, data analysis. But sometimes courses might be a BA or a BSc, and you want to be looking into those courses and thinking, so what are the differences there? What is it you'll be learning about, and how do they differ? It will also be a little bit different by university as well. So if you're looking at studying sociology or politics or economics, some of these might be offered as both a BA and a BSc. So definitely ask questions about what those involve. You also have a BN, so a Bachelor of Engineering. You also have the LLB, which is a Bachelor in Law, and you might also be thinking about doing an integrated master's programme as well. So definitely be asking the universities here today about their programmes and what those qualifications are, the bachelor's, whether it's a law programme or if it's a Bachelor of Arts, for example. You'll be wanting to think about whether it's a single honours or a joint honours programme as well. So I studied BA Sociology at university, and that is a single honours course because it is a single area of study. With a joint honours programme, that's normally where you can study it in combination with another area as well. So it might be business and modern languages. It might be sociology and human rights, for example. You have a few different kind of combinations there, and again, this will vary by university as well. So definitely look into those if you're torn between 2 subject areas, and ask whether they can be combined together in a joint honours programme. There'll also be some more theoretical based programmes and some more practical based ones as well. So if you're looking at studying a STEM related subject area, so marine biology, biomedical science, for example, you might have more fieldwork trips or you might have more lab-based sessions. So you want to be thinking about, what do those practical elements of that course look like? And also, what are those lab facilities that you get to use as part of that programme? What are they like? What do they include? Some programmes like history or law or sociology, like I studied, for example, are a little bit more theory-based instead. So you want to be looking into that and asking universities about their programmes and how they're kind of taught to you. Courses, like I said, are typically 3 years in England, but they can be up to 5 years. but you do also have the option to add on years as well. So this could be a foundation year, it could be a study abroad year or a placement year. And you'll want to be asking universities whether these are options that you can consider as well. So a study abroad year is typically kind of broken down into this structure at the University of Essex. So if you decide to do the study abroad year, it'll be a 4-year course in total, and you do your first 2 years at the University of Essex. You do your 3rd year studying overseas at one of our partner universities, and then you come back for your 4th and final year at the University of Essex. This again might depend on the university that you go to as to how this is structured as well. It can be core for some programs. So if you are studying modern languages at university, you might have to do a compulsory year abroad to really put your experience of learning that language into the real world as well. But for a lot of our courses, it is optional. So it's a really nice way to add onto your international education experience, learn more about other countries and cultures, and also it can be a nice way to explore another country that you may not have been to before. You might also be thinking about doing a placement year with your programme as well. And again, this is structured in a similar way to the year abroad at the University of Essex. So how this works is that you do 2 years at the University of Essex, your 3rd year on a placement, and then you come back for your 4th and final year afterwards to finish your degree. Again, this is optional for most of our degree programmes. Some universities and some degree courses might have it as a compulsory year. They're typically supported by universities, so they are able to support you with helping you find that placement, to help you apply for it and secure it. And there might also be summer placement options that you can consider as well. So again, these are questions that you want to be asking universities during the fair today. So it might be, again, in the 3rd year, it might be in the 2nd year. At Essex, it's in the 3rd, but again, it does vary by university. So ask lots of questions, and also ask where students can typically go on those placement years as well. So you want to be doing some research. So thinking about the course title. You might come across courses today that you've never heard of before. So have a look into those, see whether it's something that might be of interest to you. But also look beyond that course title as well. So you might have a course such as BA History, but it might be different areas of history depending on the university that you study that. So definitely do some research into the course and also what that course title might mean if you haven't heard of it before. You want to be looking at flexibility. So are there any options for you to pick modules based on your own interests? Some university programs will have modules that are compulsory and are core, but you might have options to pick them based on your own interest. You might get to make 30 credits up of options per year. So definitely have a look at the flexibility within programs as well. You also want to be looking into the academic content. So what will you be learning about during your university programme? Will it be modern history? Will it be ancient history if you're looking at a history programme? Have a look into that academic content and make sure that it's something that you really want to study at university. Like I said, programmes are between 3, 4 or even 5 years. So you want to make sure that what you're learning is something that you're really interested and motivated to study. You want to be doing some research on facilities as well. So if you are thinking about studying a STEM-related subject area, what are those facilities that you get to use as part of your programme? What computer software do you get to use? What lab facilities do you get access to? But also think about what facilities you get outside of the classroom as well. So think about library services, career services, helping you with placement opportunities. How can the university support you, and what facilities do they have to offer in terms of academic areas there? You can also do some research on teaching methods as well. So during the fair today, if you're speaking to a university representative about their law programme, for example, ask them how they'll be taught. Will it be lectures? Will it be seminars? Will there be discussions? There's loads of ways that you get taught at university. So ask lots of questions on their teaching methods. But also you can find out about their contact hours as well. So how many hours of teaching will you have per week? Do your academics have contact hours where you can go in and drop by with any questions for them? Again, these are all things that you want to be considering when choosing your course. You can also find out how you'll be assessed during your degree as well. So you might have closed book exams, you might have open book exams, you might have presentations or field work, you might even have lab reports to do, or even presentations that you deliver as part of a group. There are so many ways that you get assessed at university for your programme. So you can ask these questions today, and you'll also be able to find a lot of this information on university websites as well. So definitely ask loads of questions on this area. And of course, you'll want to be finding out about entry requirements for courses as well. So what grades do you need to get onto those courses at university? And are they are you able to study the right course now to get onto that course at university? Some programmes might require that you have a specific level in your maths or your science. So you want to make sure that you're meeting those entry requirements. And also any English language requirements as well. So lots of universities will ask for different English language requirements as well as entry requirements. So ask those questions here today. So I've got a little bit of a game for you guys. We're going to play Guess the Course. Based on the symbols and the emojis on the screen, can you guess what this course might be? I'm happy for you guys to shout out any ideas. Don't be shy. Marine biology. Oh yes, got that so easily. So that was maybe a little bit too easy. Okay, well done. Got one more for you. And I hope this one, I imagine this one might be a little bit too, okay, a little bit easy for you as well. One word, 7 characters in total. Got a few pictures there. What do you think it might be?
Archaeology.
Archaeology, not quite. History, yes, well done. So that is our BA History programme. So once you have chosen your course at university, you want to be thinking about choosing your university in particular. So we say that you should choose this second. So like I said, there are over 50,000 courses that you can choose from in the UK, but where do you want to study that programme? So you might be thinking you want to study your programme at a city-based university or a campus-based one instead. And again, it's only up to you kind of what your preference is here. A campus-based university is like our photo at the bottom there. This is our Colchester campus, where you've got all of your learning facilities, your living facilities, your social facilities, all in one area. And this is a very lively and vibrant student community. You might decide you want to be in a city instead, and this might mean that you have to travel a little bit further to go from your learning facilities to your living facilities. But again, it gives you the opportunity to be in a city instead. So it's about working out what your preference is and what you want out of your university experience. You'll want to think about the size and location of these universities as well. Some universities might have up to 40,000 students. Some might have a few smaller cohorts of students instead. Again, you want to be thinking about what size university do you want to go to. Is it near a city? Is it near train stations? Is it near airports? There's things like that you want to consider, but also what does the local area look like for you as well? Is there things that you can get involved with in the local area? So is there parkland? Is there job opportunities? There's all these kind of things that you want to consider too. And then you'll also want to think about accommodation. So lots of universities will offer accommodation. We have lots on our Colchester campus, and you can kind of see it in the photo at the bottom. But again, is this accommodation guaranteed for you? And if so, how long is that guaranteed for? Is it the first year of study, or is it all 3 years of your study instead? You want to be thinking about the price of that accommodation and how long that accommodation contract is, but also what is included in that price. Does it include your bills, your Wi-Fi? Does it include insurance and security? But also things like gym membership as well. There's loads of things that you want to think about with accommodation. You'll want to also think about reputation of universities and their rankings. So lots of universities here today will have banners saying their rankings, but also ask about their department rankings as well. So a lot of them might be as an institution, but also think, okay, so whereabouts are you ranked for biosciences, for example? Ask lots of questions on that. You might also want to be thinking about scholarships and bursaries. So this is usually non-repayable financial support that is offered by universities. Some scholarships you might need to apply to, some might be automatically awarded to you. Some could be a cash scholarship, some might be a tuition fee discount, some could be based on academic excellence, some could be based on sport performance. So there are loads and loads of scholarships and bursaries out there that are offered by universities, but they are all different depending on the university as well. So definitely ask questions about this today. You'll also be wanting to think about university and their employability. So what career services and support do they offer you when you're at university? Is it help with finding a part-time job whilst you're a student? Does that support extend to when you graduate and you're looking for graduate job opportunities? But also things like careers fairs and networking events, and even things like writing a CV and interview skills as well. And then you also, again, want to think about your academic and social facilities. You're at university to learn and get your degree, so what facilities do you get to use as part of that? But also think about, you're there to have fun and enjoy yourself and make friends, so what can you do outside of the classroom to ensure that you have a good social life at university as well? So this is the photo of our Culture to Campus. So you can see that we've got our sport facilities just at the bottom here on the right, and then you've got the South Courts accommodation on the left. So like I said, we are a large campus-based university in Essex, but then we also have our South End campus, which is more of a city-based location instead. So you can see that there's quite different kind of environments there, but it's all about finding the right fit for you today. So find out more about university campuses, accommodation, scholarships, entry requirements. There's so many questions you can be asking. And then we've also got our Loughton campus, which is home to our acting school. So some universities might have multiple campuses. Some courses might be taught at one particular campus, or it might be across several campuses. Again, these are questions that you should be asking today. Ask lots of questions. We're all here to support you through these next steps and with your research. So don't be shy, ask away. There's loads of things we can help you with. But yeah, we're here to answer your questions today. So that is it from me. I know that's quite a whistle-stop tour on how to choose a course and kind of going into how to pick a university as well. If you do have any questions, you're welcome to speak to me on my stand. I'm right by the window at the back. But if you're also having any questions about any other universities in the application process, please do ask those universities today, because it's a really great opportunity to get those questions answered. Thank you very much.